Max done for everybody time. Too doped up to ask why. Watching our own downfall. Witness the end. It's like we don't believe in God because we living in sin.
Shalom, Mikah, Yabarakah, Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua. Bring some scriptures out. Alright, so I'm doing this video to defend the Bible, right? The word of the Most High, the record of the Hebrew Israelites, to defend not just us and the Bible, but to defend our Father, okay? Who is the one that gave these words that they may be written. And I was going to bring a few scriptures out, but I only need a couple. So I'm going to do this in some common sense, right? So I only need a couple of scriptures and some common sense. Like, you got to ask yourself, if you died, right, and your children, let's say both parents died, right, and the children were young when you died. Let's say they weren't old enough to comprehend yet. They were like 2, something like that when you died. How would your child know who you were, that you existed, right? Like, they would probably look up birth records of different places you used to live. Let's say if your kid was an orphan. Right? Okay, and they never met you, but you had died, and they were trying to find out about you. They would have to find out. They would look in the records, right? They would look to your birth records to see you existed, in your death records and things like that, to see that you existed, to see exactly who you were, right? And they would look up family records also, family tree records maybe, to search out who you are. And this is the thing, like, the so-called enemy, you know, in America, they have records of everything. And these are different ways that we know things because of the records, right? Like, they have to even pull a record up to state your case, to know what your case is about if you go to court, because they don't readily know unless they have the documentation, the record that they recorded about certain situation that happened. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have dental records, you understand me? So they can know what type of work you have had done in the past. They have it recorded when you have an appointment that you have to go to. And all these things are believed because they are recorded. So this is my question. Why we believe all these records, but we don't believe the record that the Most High passed down himself? You see, we don't believe the record of our history, but we will believe a record about something they tell us that they have on record about a lineage, right? Like, a lot of people, they want to go and find out where they come from, so they track the records of their lineage. You understand me? But we won't take into account this record that is the most important record of all. You understand me? Right? So I'm going to get a couple of scriptures on this, just to prove that the Bible is a record. A record is anything that is recorded, anything documented, even anything uttered that witnesses are there to witness. That is a record witnessed by, because it can even be something mentioned, as one of the definitions says, right? So the witnesses are bearing record. They are bearing witness, and by doing that, they're bearing record to what was said, because it's just to bring something back to mind, to bring something to remembrance. That is what a record is for, right? So I'm gonna get first I'm gonna get Isaiah, right? I'm gonna get Isaiah 30, chapter 30, verse 8. So I'll get one moment. But this is real. Like you just gotta use some common sense sometimes. Like everybody be like, that's a white man's book. Oh, um, it's not canonized, like certain books aren't canonized, or it's a white man's book, or you got that from your slave master. Every record you have was passed to you from your slave master, okay? So let's just push that to the side. But this is chapter 30 of Isaiah, verse 8. It says, now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come and forever, right? So it's a record. We write it and note it in a book. So forever it can be brought back to remembrance. You understand? Because you have things from years and centuries ago that was documented, even like the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? They talk about that was documented ages ago. Like I don't know how long ago, but it was a while ago that was documented on those scrolls. But they still say that that is authentic because it was recorded. It's a record of things that happened in the past, right? And I'm gonna go to Revelations 1:1, right? Said the revelation of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things that must surely come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and of all things that he saw. See? So when you see something also, you bear record. That's why I say if you see something, you're a witness, and you go and speak on what you saw. You bring back to remembrance what it is that you saw. You see? And I'm gonna go to one more real quick. Go to John. John real quick. Well, no. I don't want that one. Go to John chapter 1, verse 32. It says, and John bare record, saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. See, that's John the Baptist bearing record of what he saw. So you get the gist of it. So the thing is, like, we will listen to all these records of our enemies and of these heathen nations about anything else, even far as where we came from and who we're supposed to be. But when it comes to the Bible, the record of our people, who we really are, why we don't want to listen to that? Everybody knows we're the Hebrew Israelites, but we don't want to listen. But like I said, eyes to see, ears to hear. But I'm just making a point. You listen to every other record, you know what I'm saying? Why not listen to the record of the Most High God and of our heritage and lineage, right? So with that, I'll say shalom.